How's it going, guys? I'm just gonna wait a little bit, let TikTok bring a couple more people in here. But what we're gonna be working on today is this 1946 90% silver Walking Liberty half dollar. If anybody has any questions while I'm working on this, feel free to put them in the chat. If you've never seen me before, I'm Coin Ring Maker. I make coins into rings. I've got a shop link in my profile. If you want to check that out, you can just tap the logo at the top of the screen. That'll take you there. I do encourage you to check out the store. It allows me to do what I really love to do, which is making coins into rings. So if you want to check out the store during this live, I sure would appreciate it. I'm just going to wait a little bit longer, and then we're going to make this half dollar into a ring. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back of it here. Pretty cool coin. I just got it in the mail today. It's going to be a size 13, which is a pretty good size ring. A little too big for me. But I'm just waiting for us to hit 200 people. So while we wait, y'all go ahead and tap the screen. We're really close. We'll go ahead and get this set up over here. The first thing we got to do is punch a hole in this coin. So to do that, we're going to use this thing. Here's some of the rings I make. If you want to check those out, the store link is in my profile. Okay. Or you can just go to coinringmaker.com. That's my username, also my website. We'll get this cracking. If you guys are excited about seeing this coin get made into a ring, go ahead and tap the screen. We're at about 770 likes so far. I think y'all could get to 1,000 pretty quick. I think you could do it. I want to make sure I got the right size punch in here. We're going to go ahead and do a 1/2 inch punch. Give this a nice thick band. So this tool's really cool. This is called an auto centering punch. So it's kind of like cone shaped here. So as we tighten this in, as we screw it down, it's going to auto center this. Hey, it's the coin ring guy. I need to order another one. You ordered the wrong size. Oh, no. Hey, I'll resize it for free, man. I have no problem doing that. Yeah, if you want to message me about that, we can get that fixed for you. But it's a private account, so I can't follow you. I don't know. You can email me at info@coinringmaker.com, and we can work out getting that resized for you. No problem at all. So we're going to go over here to my 12-ton press and go ahead and punch this center out. And there is our center punch. I'll get a better look at it here in just a second. Get this punch off of here. Go back to the work table. Nice. Yeah, I think I remember your profile picture. Looks familiar. There is our Walking Liberty center punch. How much for gas in Texas? It's getting pretty close to $4. What am I making? I'm making this Walking Liberty $50 from 1946 into a ring for one of my customers. Go make bars with the waste. Right now, I just kind of keep them in little containers like this. But eventually, I'll melt this down. Probably cast it into something cool, like a little sword or something. So I'm going a little slow with this one, taking my time. I don't have any other orders, so I'm not in a big rush. If anybody would like to order a coin ring, I do have a shop link on my profile. You can also tap this gold chain down here. I'm going to pin it so y'all can see. You can tap on that and check out my store. It's pretty cool. But where we punch this coin, it's actually pretty sharp and kind of jagged on the inside here. So we're going to take this deburring tool. We're going to clean up the inside edge there. I do have one finished here. This one's still got a bit of a cone shape to it because I need to keep it ready to resize, so it's not technically finished, but that's the closest one I have on hand for what this is gonna end up looking like. Hello. Welcome to the live. You having a good afternoon? Oh, if you guys haven't followed me yet, please consider giving me a follow. I sure would appreciate it. There's lots of different content here on TikTok, and I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching me work. Check out his store link. Some nice stuff. Thank you very much. Yeah, y'all check it out. This is kind of a slow, boring part, so if you guys wouldn't mind tapping the screen. I'm almost done deburring this. I just want to make sure it's really smooth on the inside. What am I doing? I'm cleaning up the inside cut edge of this coin. That we're going to be making into a ring. So go ahead and put away all this silver. Oh, thank you for the sparkle toast. I'm not sure what that was, but thanks for the gift. I appreciate it. Cloud bread. Okay. All right, TikTok. That's what you want to call it. So we're going to go ahead and anneal this now. That's a process where you heat it up and then quench it in water. And that's going to soften the silver up and make it easier to bend and shape. Try and get this in frame. So with 90% silver, I want to make sure I don't overheat it. Copper can take a lot more heat. Silver and start to get like defects. You lose some of the detail to like blistering, so you got to be careful. What's on the back of the Don't Dread on Me coin? I'll show you. It's like a Boston Tea Party. That's what it looks like. So there's the front. Don't tread on me with the snake. And it says Independent Living on the bottom. And then on the back it's the Boston Tea Party. So this guy will probably end up on the ring with him like throwing the stuff off the ship. But it is going to be cut in the middle here. I'm not sure how thick these are. I haven't measured them. Let's see, don't have any half ounces. It would probably be very close to a $50. Probably be very similar to this thickness. Bust out the calipers here. So that's about 7.5 millimeters, a little over, maybe a little under. Good size band. It'll be similar to what this is going to be as well. I love working with JB tool. I use it when working with quality plastics. You talking about this thing? The Deburring tool. It's pretty solid. All right, let's get back into making this ring. Like I told you guys, I'm not going to rush on this one. I'm going to go nice and slow. So I really want this one to come out very nice. It's going to a return customer, so I really want to make sure we send him a nice ring. Yeah, dude, that deburring tool is hella effective. Very useful. If I didn't have it, I'd have to like sand the inside of the coins. And I've tried that in the past, and just a little bit of sandpaper on these details will start knocking them off and scratching them up. I much prefer deburring. And what's really weird, I just figured this out. So I've got two of these. And I tried a different blade on this one, a really tiny blade on a thicker coin, and it actually worked better than this big fat blade. This is what I use on like quarters and $50, but for an American Eagle, I tried this, and it worked like butter. It worked really well. So they're cool. I like them. Here we're going to do our first fold. We've got this in a doming block. We've got a ball bearing on top of it. This is a 1-ton arbor press, and we're just going to bend it just a little bit in this kind of half ball shaped doming block here. That's going to get us a nice little cone shape, a little bit of a fold. The reason I do that is because the roundness on the roundness, it's a nice even fold. If I went straight for this cone I'm about to use, there's a good chance it could get uneven. Wouldn't fold evenly. Let's see if we've got one that'll fit in a little better. Perfect. Make sure it's not 25 degrees. Yep. Okay. So you want to fold with 17 degrees. 25 is pretty drastic. If anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I'm just kind of going through the motions here, working on this customer's coin ring. If you've never seen me before, I'm a coin ring maker. I make coins into rings. Today we are working on a Walking Liberty $50. And I can feel this metal hardening up, so we're going to go ahead and anneal this again. Now, after doing this for a couple of years, I have decided it's better to anneal if you're if you're thinking about it. Just go ahead and do it. It's better to anneal one too many times than not enough. If you don't do it enough, your metal hardens up and you'll split the ring. And you don't want that to happen. That's bad news. I'll go back over here and fold it some more. I'll give you guys a look at it. Because it's like in process here. The silver gets this really nice gold color to it when you anneal it sometimes. It's pretty neat. A lot better on this side. Thank you guys for following. I sure do appreciate it. If anybody else wants to follow, your name will show up right here, like Nick the Wicks did, or Todd, or 1WG Water, or Tim, or Scott. Now we're going to go back over here. Don't mind my dirty shop rag. So we get a nice cone shape. Get a nice ring shape almost. I'm going to sand this cut edge, make sure that's nice and smooth. What size is the ring we're making? This is going to be a size 13, so it's going to be a pretty good size ring. Turn it a little bit, make sure we sand it nice and even. And y'all feel free to ask any question you got on your mind. I really like chatting with people while I work on rings. How long does making one take? It really depends on like the ring size, the size of the coin, and like if I'm filming it or not. There's a lot of variables. How much are the rings? So the cheapest ones I've got are like copper quarter coin rings. So they're just like normal quarters, and those are $20. If you want a 90% silver quarter ring, those are $100. This is a 90% Walking Liberty half dollar. These are $150. And then I also have really thick 90% silver. This is a piece dollar. These are $200. And I have like Morgan dollars as well. I've got state 90% silver quarters, as well as a few years you can pick from. You can check out my products by tapping the gold chain at the bottom of the screen. And there's also a link for my store on my profile. And my username is my website. So you can go to coinringmaker.com if you ever want to check out my stuff. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. What type of music do I like? I like space rock, like Flaming Lips. It's pretty solid. As a coin collector, this is like watching an execution. Oh man, well I'm really dragging this one out, man. I'm taking my time with it. This is a slow Execution. I promise you're gonna like how it looks when I'm finished. So you're not the first coin collector to stumble upon me. You hang around. I think you'll like my work. It takes a little time, but I'll grow on you. I'm not a bad guy. I do need to go grab some blue paper towels. So while I'm gone, should take me about a minute or two. Go check out my website, tap the screen a bunch, and then we're going to start stretching this out on this ring stretcher here. They were behind me the whole time. Blue Shop paper towels. You can get these in the automotive section. They are the best at what I'm about to use them for. So they're really good paper towels in the first place. But when you have metal on metal, like if I did it like this, didn't have anything between them, it would mash the inside details on the coin. And I really try to keep as much of the details as I can on there. I've tried a bunch of different techniques, and this Blue Shop paper towel absolutely works the best. Like I've tried caution tape, I've tried like the plastic bags that come on bread, I've tried paper, all sorts of different stuff, and these blue paper towels are the king. Go ahead and anneal this again. I'll give you guys a look at it. Oh, thank you for the TikToks, man. Oh yeah, and like people here on TikTok, like the coin family and stuff, has taught me a ton about coins. So over the past like 2 years, I've learned a lot about identifying like valuable coins, which ones are basically junk silver, and a lot of different stuff. I've learned a lot about coins, errors, what years silver is available, lots of cool stuff. So far I haven't ruined anything that's worth like $50,000. There is a guy on here who he put a diamond in a 1943 steel penny, which is like pretty rare. I have quite a few Morgan dollars on hand. I prefer to work on my own coins in case something does go wrong. I don't mess up your property. If you would prefer me to work on your coins, if you go to my profile, there is a little button on there that says get a quote. Just tell me a little bit about the coin you want me to work with, your ring size, and I can get back to you that way. It's just going to be faster if you go to my website and order from the Morgan dollars I have, because we don't have to worry about shipping stuff back and forth. And there's just a lot more, like I said, back and forth required for custom work. So I prefer to work on my own coins, but I can work on yours if you insist. So we got this nice and annealed. We're going to give it a couple more stretches. And what I'm looking for here is there's a gap between the top of this and the ring stretcher. I want those to meet up. And that's going to leave us with some pretty nice straight walls. So that's like my cutoff point. Now this coin will start to cut into your paper towel, but you can just move it down maybe like an inch, a half an inch, and keep on going. You want to move it after like every 5 pulls or so. What's really cool is on like Morgan dollars and stuff, you can actually read the imprint from the inside of the coin on the paper towel. I don't know, I think it's cool. You can kind of see it. It's super blurry. Check the ring size real quick. This is supposed to be size 13, so we're actually going to have to stretch it a bit more. Usually I would stop here and start reducing. I've been doing this for about 2.5 years. It's really flown by because I really enjoy it. So it started out as like kind of a fun hobby, little challenge to myself. And I got good enough I could build a business around it. So I still love doing it. It's pretty great. What's going on, Lego Master? I'm just out here destroying pieces of history. It's coming along pretty nicely. This is a 1946 Walking Liberty $50. So you gotta have fun with it, right? If you're not having fun, what are you doing? So since we had the reeded edge meet up with the ring stretcher, right? It's all even up here. What we're gonna wanna do is flip this ring over so that the cut edge is facing up now. And now this ring stretcher is gonna apply pressure to different parts of this. It's gonna stretch it out a little differently. I actually want to sand the cut edge, making me nervous. Much better. Now I can flip it back over, stretch it a little bit this way. I know it seems like a little thing, but when I learned to flip the ring over, like it's super changed. Like my size range and how big I can make stuff. Made a huge difference. So this should be about a size 14 now. Not quite. Forgive me, while I'm doing this, I can't read any comments, so I don't know what you guys are saying. You have issues with them splitting? Yeah, the number one key to reduce splitting is to keep this as shiny and smooth as possible. This is your cut edge. And keep it annealed, keep the metal soft. So as you work on it, it's going to work harden, it's going to become more difficult and more brittle. If this is smooth and the metal is soft, it'll stretch a lot further than you think. You also don't want to do a bunch of really hard pulls. Do a lot of little pulls, rotate, pull. And the blue paper towel helps a lot too. Let's see if this wants to reduce or not. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, if you have any other questions, let me know. So looking at this, it's not bad. I don't quite like this little dip that happens in the middle. You can see it better this way. So I really like to have my bands as even-walled or straight-walled as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch this out again and then reduce it again. So we can get a nice shape. What grit do I use? So what I use is, these are nail file blocks that you get by the nail polish section, right? It's got 4 different sides. Usually these are like really bright colors. I've used this a lot. So it'll be like pink and green and pink. And like this side says shine nail. And what I usually do is just use side 1 and then side 4. So I'll use the roughest side, but it's really not rough at all. And these are really easy to hold. See, I've got a cleaner one. I don't know. All the ones I use are really dirty. But just get like a nail file block from the nail polish section. That's what's worked the best for me. The sandpaper always gets tore up. I got break holes into it and stuff. This I can hold on to really easy. And they're like 80 cents or something like that. I can use them forever. They're great. $5K likes, hell yeah. Thanks for pointing it out. So far, it's looking pretty good. Do you think the nail file thing will work for making knives? I think so. I mean, it depends on how rough metal you're working on. Like super rough stuff, it'll get tore up, but for like finishing, I think so. And it's got like a polished side too. I don't know, I like them. We're gonna get some more blue shop paper towel here. Can you hear me? Can you see me? That looks nice. Let's check the size. We're right at 13. Is what we're shooting for. Now we get to do my favorite part. Clean it up. Give you guys a good look at it before we get started. pretty good. So this is 4-0 steel wool, super fine steel wool. And what we're going to do is just knock some of this fire scale off of here. And this is my favorite part because you get like the shine of the silver back. And it's just really pretty. Also, it's really hard to mess this up. Like, I don't think I've ever ruined a ring in this step, so. You see how nice and shiny it's getting? So pretty. But yeah, y'all, check out my website, coinringmaker.com. I have like 50 different types of things you can get. There's rings and cool coins and keychains, and the link is in my profile. Just hop on over there, see if there's something you like. You'll be supporting a small business, handmade jewelry here in the good old USA. And it'll give me something to do, so that's always nice. I'm just getting that good, nice rub down all over the place. That shine's really coming back to it. If you guys haven't followed yet, please consider giving me a follow. Currently at 6,100 likes. A pretty solid live so far. I do appreciate you guys coming by and watching and being nice. It's been a good time. I'll take a look at it now. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with this polishing cloth. How's it going, man? Just shining up this ring I finished. Thank you. I think so. I have to agree with you. Thanks, man. All right, you tell me. Does it look done to you? I think it looks pretty done. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've been watching my mailbox. Thank you. So we're going to get this even shinier now. I'm going to put it in a solution of Sparex and water. It's called Pickle. That's going to help kind of, I don't know, it's like an acid. And it's going to burn off the rest of this fire scale. This will take about a minute or two. Just let it chill in there. Thank you very much. And while we wait for that, I'll go ahead and plug my website. You guys can use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10% off anything you want to get. The link's on my profile, and there's a gold chain down here you can tap on to see the stuff I make. Please check it out. I sure would appreciate it. And like I said, about 2 minutes on this, and we'll pull it out, and it's going to be nice and shiny. See if I can show you guys this without showing you too much personal information. But let's see here. These are my website orders, right? So I've got 495 completed, 3 processing. That means I'm 2 orders away from 500 orders. That's nuts. That's some wild stuff right there, man. So thank you, TikTok. Like, would not have been possible without you guys sitting here scrolling on your phone. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't followed yet, give me a follow. If you want to check out my store, it's linked in my profile. There's lots of cool stuff there. There's also a gold chain down here you can tap on. And don't forget to use the coupon code WELCOME to save 10%. Works store-wide. It's just a little thank you for joining me here on TikTok. I know it doesn't look like I'm doing anything right now, but we've got a ring in here in this pickle solution. Any Tennessee coin rings on there? I currently have copper-clad Tennessee coin rings. Those are $20. I think I'm out of 90% silver Tennessee, but I should have copper ones. Definitely. Yeah, it does look like I am out of the 90% silver Tennessee ones. I could get some more if you'd like me to. I probably should anyways. So that's something to to put on my to-do list. We probably got another minute for this to chill in here. While y'all wait, check out my website. It's pretty cool. It's linked in my profile. It's also my username, coinringmaker.com. If you don't want to do that, tap on the gold chain at the bottom of the screen. It's pretty cool. I'll actually pin it so you guys can see it. Boom. Check those out. 7,100 likes. Thank you guys very much. Now, this is going to look really cool when we take it out of here, but it does have to sit a little longer. It was really weird when I showed my sales, like the viewers in here shot up to like 400 people. So I'm just going to do it again real quick. I'm just going to be like, let me show y'all something. Because this is wild. I'm still kind of in shock about it. So these are my current website sales at 495 completed. 3 open. Means I'm 2 away from 500 sales. It's pretty wild. Thank you very much. I put a lot of work into it. I think it looks pretty good. All right, let's pull this out of here. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Some things you have to have a little patience for. So this solution's really sensitive to steel or like iron, like what metals you put in it. You gotta only use silver and copper. So that's why I've got these copper tongs. And we're just going to dry that off. I rinsed it off in some basically sink water. Now we're going to dry it off, and man, it's looking nice. Am I making pickles? I'm using great advice that I ignored for way too long. Pickles awesome. If there's any ring makers out there, use copper or silver. Get some spare eggs. It's the tits. It does leave kind of this like white outer, I don't know what you would call it, film maybe, but it comes off pretty easily. So if you have a nickel allergy, I would recommend getting something in the 90% silver, which would be like this $50, or the 99.9 silver categories on the page. Regular copper clad does contain nickel. That's what this silver on the outside is. I do not recommend that. Yes, it works very well. It works even better if you heat it up and then heat up what you're putting in there. But I'm a little lazy on that front. I heat it up when I make a new solution, but what sizes do I go up to? So in quarters, I can go up to size 13. With $50, it's closer to 16. And with like Morgan dollars, I can go up to like 18. Pretty big. Thanks for the roses, bro. Now we're going to hit it with this polishing cloth. Do I have any 90% Texas proofs? Check this out. All of these 90% Texas proofs. Got me a whole roll of these suckers. Well, not quite anymore, but pretty close. Yeah, these are definitely like my favorite. Here's a finished one. This one I have worn, so it's a little rougher than what a new one would look like. We'll polish it up a little bit. They make great rings. Thanks for the A+. It says Texas right there. And it's got kind of this rope design all the way around. Pretty cool. I like them. Yeah, I made a size 15 $50 last week, and I was like, that's a big old ring, man. How much is it? The 90% silver Walking Liberty $50, that's what this is. These are $150. The 90% silver quarters are $100. Copper clad quarters are $20. You can see all my prices by tapping the gold chain, or this little store thing I popped up there. You see that? You can tap on that and check out my prices. I make like 50 different things, so there's a pretty decent range. I'm down. Yeah, I can ship to the UK. That's actually where the size 15 went, was to the UK. It was like $16 for shipping. It was crazy. There we go. Look at that beauty. My dirty fingers do it disjustice. Let's check it out over here. Did I build the website myself? I sure did. Actually, before I got into coin ring making, I got into website building. I thought I was going to strike it rich writing blogs. Instead, I get to do this, which is like way better. Because writing blogs sucks. Like, I liked the helping people aspect of it. I like the research, but just writing was such a pain. This is much more enjoyable. Looks good. What do you guys think? I think it can't get in focus. That's what I think. Nice. Yeah, I really like the sun on these. And I actually wear this one. This is an imitation. It's like Walking Liberty. This is a 1/4 ounce silver. I just love it. It's a very similar design, but the detail on it's so fine because it was never circulated. Whereas this has been around the block a few times. It's still got great detail. But I prefer this one. I think this looks really cool. And for those who are like, it's not enough. I like the design, but the ring isn't enough. You can get an American Eagle. I've got these for 2022. That's a thick boy right there. That's all silver. So I do rounds and U.S. currency. I don't do any international coins. Started making them after you see me. That's what's up. Dude, it's a great ring. Like, I really like it. I really, really like it. I need to get some more 1/4 ounce silver rounds. Well, if anybody has any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Ever have silver scrap? I've got little containers of it. So I just keep them in little Tupperwares, like this thing. Not too much. And then this is like my pure silver scrap. It's not even halfway filled up. We used to have some beautiful coins. My daughter has a chain bracelet of silver 6-pence. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, you can check out my store by tapping this thing I'm about to pin here. I also have a link on my profile. And if you order something right now, I'll make it for you on this live. Because I just finished what I need to make. So if anybody wants to see a coin ring get made, specifically for them, check out the website and order something. So as far as care for the rings, what I suggest is these polishing cloths work very well. And they actually turn black like as the ring gets polished up, so you get like visual feedback of like what's clean and what's not. You can get these at Walmart in the jewelry section. They're pretty great. Nice. Good for you. Yeah, I really like it. I really enjoy making these. Can I show you the Texas one again? Absolutely. Get real nice and tight on it here. Use this white one so it's not looking all weird colors. Get a little bit of the Lone Star State on the side there. Got the rope all the way around. Texas on the front. You should develop your wipes for rings. That would be awesome. Maybe cream polish too. I thought about getting some like customized polishing cloths that I would send out with my rings. But what I was able to find was, like, instead of customizing, like putting my logo on the polishing cloth, the only thing I could find was companies that would put it on like a pouch, so it wasn't actually on the cloth. So I kind of just dumped the idea. But maybe I should return to that. Keep looking. Come on now. Butterfingers over here. There we go. Awesome. Dude, that is my favorite set. The American Eagle couples rings. I'm down. I've only sold 2 of those, but I absolutely love making them. If there's a specific year you would like, I can track that down for you. Can I make any state quarter ring or any silver date like 63? Yeah, I sure can. I've got most of the states in 90% silver, and I have like a pre-1965 quarter listing as well. So 64, 63, all the way to the 30s. I've got quite a few in the 40s and 50s. Yeah, this one right here is the American Eagle. It's pretty cool. And there's the Walking Liberty and the 90% silver state quarter. Uh, 2010. I am, lucky. Looky there. I've got one, and it's beautiful. Yes. Do you have 55? Yes. They are $100. And they would look very similar to this. So this is a 65, so this is copper, but the design's basically exactly the same. But it would say 55, and it would be 90% silver. I do have from like 92 to 98, 90% silver, quarters, and half dollars. Those are kind of new to the store. Do I have stay quarters for couple rings? No, usually people just get 2 of the quarters of the stay quarter rings. I don't have them in a couple set. But that's not too hard to do. The thing with the American Eagle is that the couples set is made from the same coin. So I think it's very symbolic. I think it's pretty romantic, actually. So you're getting 2 rings from the same coin. So that's kind of why that set is so special. And it's hard to do that with smaller coins. I don't have any of the Aztecs finished, but they are basically the same thickness as the half dollars, so they would be about this thick. That's about 7.5 millimeters. This is a size 13, so the ring may look a little big for a lady. It might be closer to 8 millimeter. But the half ounce rounds are basically the same size as a half dollar. And I do have a finished Aztec 1 ounce copper round, so it would have the same detail as this, but it would be about half as big, half as heavy at least. I hope that's helpful. I'm sorry, I don't have any finished on hand. I sold the one that I did have made, but there is a very nice picture of it on my website. The product photo for that one came out really nice, so you may want to check it out to get a good look at it. Just sold a 59 quarter ring for a man who needed a size 5. That's pretty small for a dude. I see. Yeah, it's hard to tell the thickness. So this is the best comparison I can do for you here. So this is a quarter, this is a half dollar, and that's an American Eagle. And you would be getting close to this middle band thickness. You want to go through the website or do it like the last one. I prefer you to go through the website. It's easier for me to do tax paperwork, honestly, if you order through the website. Accounting's much easier that way. As well as inventory. Helps me out on the back end for sure. Like, I don't mind doing custom orders, but through the website is much preferred. Are you going to get yourself a Texas one? That'd be cool. If anybody else has any questions, feel free to ask. The shop link is on my profile if you want to check it out. It's also the same as my username. Right now I'm just kind of showing off these rings. I did just finish this Walking Liberty half dollar, and it looks like we've got an order that came in. Woo! Bro, you can make me sweat. I'm stoked. Do I have an 1888? You're gonna make me work today, dude. You actually got the American Eagle couple set. I'm checking to see if I have an 1888. Really, though, I very much appreciate your order. Thank you so much. I don't know what your name is because your username is hidden, but I really appreciate you supporting my small business like that. It's pretty awesome. I've got an 1899 and 1887. Ryan? Well, thank you, Ryan. Hot dog. 1888. I haven't made a Morgan dollar ring in months, so that would be sweet. Can you see the back? Yeah. We'll zoom out a little bit. And I'll actually show you what these look like finished. So I'll set these down here. Boop-doo. So if you get the tail side out, this is what it would look like, you see. Yours would be shiny, though. It wouldn't have this blackness on it. And if you get the date out, which I assume you would want, because you asked for the date specifically, it would look like this. How long does it take to make one? It really depends on if I'm filming it, what the size of the coin is, and what the size of the ring needs to be. There's a lot of variables. It usually takes me at least a half an hour, but it could take much longer. Like this one that just got ordered, I kind of can't believe it, is going to be an American Eagle couple set. So we're going to be making 2 rings out of this coin, and that is going to take me some time to do. But I should get started on it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to punch a really big hole in this. So, can you record the video and send it with the ring? I'm going to watch it also. So, I repost all my TikTok lives on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel called Coin Ring Maker. If you tap the Instagram button on my profile, it'll take you there. And so this live should be reposted in a day or two, and you can rewatch it there. For sure. So this is a little complicated, I'm not going to lie to you. So we've got our little baby punch. This is 3/8. And then we've got a big boy punch over here. Oh. The middle ring is going to be about that big. Does that make sense? So we're going to do the little one first. And that's going to help us center the bigger one. I'm excited too. I love making these. Do-do-do-do-do. Give you guys one final look at this beautiful coin. Just got an order for a 90% silver Texas quarter coin ring. Thank you very much. I'd say this live is going pretty good. Yeah, this eagle is in great condition. It looks really nice. Make sure it's nice and centered there. We'll go over to the press. No. Gotta lock that. There is our cute little eagle head. Set that over here. Never made one of these. They're tricky, man. Like, first time I made one of these, I was feeling ballsy. I'd say that's a pretty good center hole right there. Oh, yeah. And we're going to set this aside. I'm going to send this with your order. It's a little thank you. So we want to make sure we don't lose that. And while we've got it here, we're going to go ahead and deburr the inside edge of this. So when it's smaller, it's harder to hold. Can I make it with United States of America facing out? You won't get the date on the outside then. But I can, if that's what you want. Will the date be on the inside? Yes. It will. So what this does is it's like cone shaped, and it's going to move this hole so we can put it offset a little bit. And it's going to center it for us. Inside for the date, please. Okay. I've never done one like that. Should be cool. And then, what about her ring? So the smaller ring. Do you want it to be like this dress? Or do you want it to be the eagle as well? Do you want the eagle on the outside of both of them? The dress for hers? Okay, so we'll put that face down, because when we punch this through, it does mess up the detail a little bit on one side of the coin, and that's usually the side I use for the inside. So we'll do it like that. There's our punch. We'll go ahead and put a little lube on this. Where are you at, lube? That's going to help it cut through a little easier. I agree. And then for this disc cutter, I put a little mat underneath it. Let me set that up over here and then I'll show you guys. This punch is going to be a little more intense than the last one. I'm going to try not to get in your way. So we got a ways to bring this down here. It's going to take a little bit. And as I get closer and closer, I'm going to make sure this is nicely centered underneath our press. Push it out. There we go. That went pretty good. My whiteboard fell over, but that's about it. There's her inside ring. We're going to do the dress for her, unless you want to change your mind. This is really nice and symmetrical. They both are good designs. Put my tools up as I go so I don't lose anything. Alright, dress it is. We're just gonna knock this the rest of the way out of here. I should have done it on the press. Are you about to make a coin ring with a diamond? No. I'm currently making 2 rings from 1 American Eagle. That's gonna be your band. So far, so good. Jamming. Yeah, I'm not very good at setting stones yet. Honestly, I haven't tried a lot. I should try to practice more, but currently I just make bands. Do forgive me, I really do have to pay attention to what I'm doing for this part. Yeah, it's possible. I'm just not to the point where I can offer it as an option. Yeah, that's probably like 6 months down the line. Nice. I'm so glad I had a 2010 for you, man. That was pure luck. We'll take a look at these real quick before we start doing anything else. Sorry, my hands are a little sweaty. So this is, I call it deburring. After you punch a hole in a coin, the edge of it that you cut away is actually really sharp and kind of jagged. So I try to smooth that out as much as possible for the reason of comfort. And as we start manipulating this metal, any cracks that are on the inside there are going to split the ring. So I really want to make sure that inside edge is as smooth as possible throughout the whole process. All right, so now we're going to anneal these. And since this is 99.9 silver, we want to make sure we don't overdo it. I need to add some water to my quenching jar. It's getting a little low. So now we're going to take them over here and start folding on them. If you guys are liking this live so far, please feel free to tap the screen, give me a follow, leave a nice comment. If you got any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Thank you for the TikToks. I do appreciate it. Get a little side angle there. So we want the dress on the outside of this one. So I'm going to put that face down. Get a little ball bearing. $10,000 likes. Heck yeah. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I'll actually do a little smaller one. Make sure it's nice and level in here. Give it a good fold. Now we got a nice cone shape going. This one is too big.